Hi, I'm Jonathan Mason, and we've just bought this house, and I want to transform it into a self-contained homestead. What I mean by that is a home that can make me less reliant on consumer-driven products. We have a 2-bedroom terraced house with 118 square yards of garden space. The first thing I wanted to do to this house was put solar panels on the roof, but the schemes in the UK proved to be a bit of a red herring. You'd end up paying a lot of money, and at the end of the day you wouldn't really be saving any electricity, or your cash flows wouldn't be any less. In fact, they would be more. And after 20 years, you would end up with a 20-year-old aging system. So we decided to opt out for that and review it in a few years' time. The outside of the house is a mammoth task. So we've actually contracted people to come and help us with the repairs. They've already, in the back here, they've already broken off the plaster, repaired it, and they've now smeared it over, ready for the protective coating. In front, they've still got a whole lot of work to do, but the outside is one bit of the structure. Let's go inside and take a look at what has to be done on inside. Okay, follow me. Hello, welcome inside. The interior also has a lot of work to be done. We've already done a mammoth amount of work. We've actually replaced all the carpets. We've laid laminate flooring in the kitchen, and there's still a whole lot of other work to be done. Come, let me show you some of the things we still have to do. This is where the carpet meets the laminate flooring. The beading is down there, but the carpet still has to be tucked in and made neat and tidy. This is where the laminate flooring meets the kitchen cabinets. I still have to put a little bit of beading along the edges over here. These are some tiles that are stuck randomly on the kitchen wall. They will have to be removed, the area made good and prepared before painting over again. This is one of the walls in the kitchen that really need to be painted. It's had multiple layers, and they've painted around furniture that they've had here before. This was a vent that was built in behind a cupboard. We've now exposed the area, and now we have to make good and get rid of all the mildew that hangs around. This is a glass door that divides the living room from the kitchen. They've painted it so badly that all the glass has got bits of paint all over it. This is going to have to be stripped down and repainted. The light fittings in the kitchen are simply wrong. They're energy savers, and they have very, very low energy output. A kitchen needs a bright light because you're doing a lot of detailed work and working with very sharp implements. So these will have to be changed in time to come. As you can see, the walls haven't been painted for a very, very long time. The paint has oxidized around the exposed area of the lattice work they had up as a decoration before. So this whole area is going to have to be rubbed back and repainted. Okay, that's a short preview of some of the work that still has to be done in the kitchen. But now come along and let's have a look at the living room. The living room is a beautiful, bright, airy room and shows so much potential. I could really get stuck into this place, but wow, does it need a lot of work. From color schemes to all sorts. Come, I'll show you around a little more accurately. This pipework had been built into the panelling behind the chimney, and we had to cut it off because we needed to repair the fireplace and the central heating system. So this is going to have to be replaced and made good. Once again, the entire room is going to have to be painted, as the paint is oxidized around where they hung their pictures, and this is all going to have to be washed, sanded down, and repainted. Here the paint is bubbling on the wall, and this could be a number of problems, including moisture or maybe salts in the cement, but we'll have to strip it down and have a closer look, but it will have to be treated. Here the plaster actually bubbled and broke off the wall, but as you can see below, there's a bad brick that's full of salts. Now this brick is going to have to be chopped out and replaced and refitted, and then the wall will have to be replastered and repainted again. That's a brief look at the living room. Now let's take a nosy upstairs. Well, first thing you'll notice, we have no banister rail. So I've got the spare one lying on the floor here, and that's the first thing that has to get put on. This is the main bedroom of the house, and it is beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's sunny and warm. But there is quite a lot to do to this room. And well, then let me show you what we have to do and what we've already done. There's a windowsill in the bedroom. Now, as you can see, it's been really quite corroded, and it's rotted away in places, and they've cleaned it up and they've painted it over. What I'm going to have to do here is give it a better covering. I'll probably put a PVC sill over the top of it and seal it off really nicely against the window to bring it back to its former glory. This is a bad join in the wallpaper. I'm going to have to expose it properly and glue it down properly to make it really smooth. The wallpaper on the ceiling is hanging down bags in the one corner, so here I'm going to have to slice it, expose the area, re-glue it and refix it and make it a real nice neat join. The storage cupboard doors really stand out and they look ghastly. I'm going to have to look at a colour scheme that will blend nicely in with the rest of the room. Now, that's for this room. The second bedroom, which is my daughter's bedroom, we've almost completed it. We've given it new carpets, new paint, and it's looking quite nice. Windows are covered at the moment because of the external rendering. But come on, let's have a look at that one. Just like I said, this room is almost finished. Still needs, obviously, things like the door to be painted, the food skirting boards and stuff like this. But this room is pretty much well done. She can live here. We need obviously new curtains. The bathroom was the most challenging room of all. The urine smell in this room was absolutely horrific. In fact, the urine smell permeated the entire house. We had to remove every carpet, every floor covering in the entire house. Then we used bleach, pure toilet bleach, to try and lift the urine out. This room in particular took 4 attempts of pure toilet bleach to lift the smell out of this floor. We had to change the entire bathroom suite. When we got over, it was cracked, it was leaking, you couldn't have a bath. The toilet was broken, but now we've done all that, and I'll show you the bits of work that we still have to do. We still have to do bits of tiling and all sorts around. But this was the most challenging room. And we've still got quite a bit of work to do to it. But all in good time. It's smelling, well, it's smelling really great now. But it took a lot of hard work. And I'll show you some of the images and stuff like that when we get to it. That we did, because I took a few snapshots. But this room was the most challenging of them all. And it's going to be beautiful when we're finished. It's a nice sized bathroom. It's very well contained. It's not large, but it's got a beautiful window when it's not papered up. The light comes shining through, especially in the morning. It's beautiful. But yeah, let me just show you some of the things that we're going to do to this. We still have to do to this room. They put wallpaper in the bathroom, and some of it is lifting off. So I'm going to have to glue it back and make good and repair it nicely. When we replaced the bathroom suite, it was smaller than the original one, and this left a lot of concrete and plaster exposed. So we're going to have to knock off a lot of these old tiles because we can't find new ones, and we're going to have to replace them with a different type of tile. The colour scheme in the bathroom is very outdated. We want to update it, so all the wood surfaces in the bathroom are going to have to be repainted, and part of the wall surfaces. They removed the original light fitting in the bathroom, so we're going to have to make good and repaint it afterwards. They put a textured wallpaper on the ceilings of the bathroom, and now where the water has condensed the steam, it's caused brown spots all over, so this is going to have to be repainted and redone. All the door handles in the house were removed, and so you've just got latches with no handles, so we're going to have to refix handles into the doors so that we can use them properly. Well, as you can see, this home has a lot of work to do. So I want to ask you, why don't you join with me, go on this great adventure with me, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and come along as we repair this house and put it into a home, a beautiful home where we can live, where I can create this beautiful self-contained lifestyle that I desire. This work here is winter work. It'll be done in the winter. In the summer I'll be moving to the garden to do things and grow my own veg and everything else. So why don't you subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and follow me. I hope you do.